Oh, hi. I'm on to the tea now, which is always a dangerous situation. A little caffeine goes a long way. And I'm over caffeinated today. So we're playing as Argentina, as you can see here, and under one of these hands. This hand. No, this hand. Argentina. We're Argentina. The world is vaguely interesting. I'm apparently behind on technology. Let me pick something to research here. Land doctrines, I'm told you, like, you should really just be researching from the beginning, but I wanted to do all those other things. So this is Argentina. We've conquered Uruguay. Our stability is pretty good. So Uruguay doesn't want to revolt right away. We're desperately low on supplies, but we do have a few foreign sugar daddies. The German Reich still owes us some stuff. And the Italians are still sending some stuff, which is good because we can't produce this stuff ourselves. We're not even close. World-wise, it looks like Republican Spain is going to win the Spanish Civil War, which is an always interesting variation. We don't really get that a lot in this game, at least in my experience. I've done this Argentina playthrough many, many times now just to see if I can get better at it, and I've yet to do so. And let's see. Oh, I need to type something real quick. There we go. Export. PP1. There we go. I like typing. I'm a real professional, as you can tell. Right, so it looks like Republican Spain is going to win the war, which is very interesting. It really changes stuff. You can kind of use Spain if you go fascist and the nationalists win. They are relatively isolationist and they join the Reich. So like they're a good way to keep, you know, a sugar daddy on side. Because you can keep your rep up with them, get stuff from them, and your convoys don't get attacked with stuff. And then the other really weird thing is that the French have joined the Comintern. They have joined with Russia. They're a communist government now. You can see they're communist, no elections. Maurice Thorez is in charge. So that's interesting. And then the other thing is that the Comintern is dismembering Germany, which explains why I'm not getting supplies. I just noticed that now. I guess that means Czechoslovakia joined the Comintern as well. Yeah. Huh. Well, they're democratic, but they're in the Comintern, and that's interesting. The Germans are fucked, which changes the landscape for us quite a bit, because we're fascists as well. And if we don't have sugar daddies, we're in trouble. So I guess we'll have to see what the Japanese do. Let's look at the wars real quick. There's the German-French War, which is the Comintern versus the Reich. There's the Mexican Civil War, which is ongoing, but it looks like Mexico, Democratic Mexico? No, no faction Mexico, non-aligned Mexico is winning. And then there's the Japanese-Chinese War, which it looks like is even footing right now. Though the Chinese have been dying a lot. And then there's the Spanish Civil War, which was going slightly in Republican Spain's favor. But I think they're going to win that. So that's interesting. The Germans are fucked. They'll probably be communist before we know it. They'll be puppeted and be communist. So we are preparing for the Chilean War. We haven't done much with it yet because we're waiting to try to get this equipment. Now, we're so far behind in the production of that equipment. The Germans are going to have trouble meeting this transport quota. Like we may never get that. The Italians, though, they're not in that war. So we should be able to get stuff from them. And the Japanese already gave us a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of rifles and maybe even some arty. All right, we got the extra research slot, which is pretty powerful. We're going to see what to do with that. We could get a signal company. I don't know which of these support equipment ones are worthwhile. You know, I look at this, it says initiative 20%. That seems good, right? You look at logistics and it says supply usage 10%. That sounds good, I guess. Sort of. MP, that's obvious, but if you keep your stability high enough, you don't really need MPs in my experience. And recon I've never done. Right? And then it makes you faster, it looks like. Or maybe not. Maybe it makes you slower. Motorized recon. Light armor, okay. And then engineering, it increases your entrenchment. So I don't know if any of those are actually useful at all. But I'm going to go, though I'm going to have motorized. So I'm going to do this because I like the idea that I'm fixing the vehicles, the few Japanese, Italian, German trucks I have. And since I've done that, I'm now going to go down the armament tree and get some free military factories, which is good because I desperately need them. Okay, Hungary is trying to go fascist, huh? That's not going to end well for them. The Russians are going to just wipe the floor with them. All right, so how's this going here, guys? We're working on roads because we're about to go down the armament tree and we wanted to leave space. All right, so we got 150 political power. We can now make a change to our government. I think I'm going to... We could do this because we haven't done any equipment research at all. We could do military theorists because we've done one doctrine. My dog is going crazy because of the lawnmower now. We could do this because we, more political power faster. That sounds nice, right? This is for more manpower from non-core territories like Uruguay. That might make a small difference. All right, I gotta shut the window. Hold on. I'm back and I'm gigantic. The landscape company for my apartment complex are like the worst landscapers ever. They're really bad at mowing lawns. I consider myself a lawn mowing expert, for what it's worth. They don't dethatch, so there's like these massive dead patches in the grass because nobody ever runs a rake over the goddamn lawn. So there's just like this dead area that won't seed or anything. And then there's always bits of trash strewn about that they've run over as well. They're really bad. They've stopped right outside my window as well, but I did close it. So hopefully they can't hear me slander them. All right, other possibilities. So this will give us more recruitables, and that always seems important to me because I'm always in a situation where I'm like, ugh. This will too. I can increase this to limited conscription, and that'll get me more people. I can get more attack. I have 500k, but you piss it away so quickly when you start losing. I think we're going to take attack, though. I'm going to take army offense. Because I am an aggressive person in game. I'm very inappropriately aggressive. I illegally, aggressively touch other countries. All right, so onward. We now need to save political power to start the Chilean campaign. Let's while we're saving that up, let's watch Europe real quick and see what happens. Republican Spain does appear to be winning pretty thoroughly. What's the stats with the Germans? And keep in mind they're fighting on two fronts, the French front and the Czechoslovakian front. And they're fighting the entire Comintern, which includes Russia, but I don't believe includes Poland. No. Poland, Lithuania, Estonia, and Latvia are their own little block. And the Allies aren't in that war either. But the French are. Okay, we got a tech research complete. Still a year ahead on that one, so we won't do that yet. Should we take a fuel one? Or should we take a resource one? No, let's take this construction. It always seems like construction is so slow. Though we're only working on one thing right now, so let's line that up. Let's go look at this real quick. So we should have gotten a slot or two. No. So if we build in any of these places, we'll cap it off. Wait, is Malvinas ours? No. Surely that's the UK. Surely, yeah, that's... No, this is ours? Wait a second. How did we get the Falklands? When the fuck did that happen? Okay. That might be part of the expansion. Maybe the Brits gave it to us and we didn't pay attention. We can't build any factories there or refineries. We could increase its infrastructure, but to what end? It has a naval base. We could put like an anti-air base there or something, or a fort of some kind. No, we're just gonna fucking ignore it. So right, we do need to line up something though, because otherwise we'll be building nothing, and building nothing is never good. This would be nice too, to increase the total fuel, but that would cap anybody off. So we're gonna have to look at infrastructure. I think we're done with the infrastructure bonuses as is. So do that, and that. None of those will be full. So onward. Try to keep the clock rolling, but you know, I'm not committed to that idea at all. What? Pakistan? Oh shit! That's like a civil war because they started together. That's very interesting. The UK broke up. South Africa and Canada are their own things now. They're independent. They're both democratic still, though South Africa could go either way. Is Canada changed at all? No. US is solidly democratic. And what is India? Not aligned. And Pakistan also not aligned. But they're at war with each other, so I guess we'll see. Maybe India will win that easily. Though that is a civil war, almost. National Focus Armament. Okay, so we should have gotten another factory. We have plenty of things lined up to be factored. Looks like we're going to have to import some more iron, I think. Right? Click here. Yep. No, aluminum, which we'll get from the US because they still like us. I don't know that we actually produce any aluminum domestically in Argentina. Okay, we've got enough points now that we can prep this war. We don't really have the boots on the ground, as it were. Don't have any trucks, really. This unit, for example, has 207 of the required motorized units and none of the support equipment. This is 228. This has 0. These guys are waiting on artillery and anti-air. We don't produce either of those, so what's the point? So we can actually recruit all these because there's no change going on with those. All of them will go in with him. And we'll also recruit these 3. There, yep. And because they need to form a new army. We call this the Second Army. Yep, and we're gonna assign this guy here. He's got supply consumption minus 7.5%. That sounds good, right? His job is going to be to go from here, front line, this one here, right? And then to spearhead his way in here. This will have fallen, so we'll need to come back to it. And then back through, but not into the ocean. Into there. That's what I need you to do. Wipe up that end. I beg your pardon. And in the meantime, we will justify our war goal to conquer Chile, then the Reich is never going to deliver this because they're getting the shit kicked out of them. That said, they are at 70% now. Maybe they'll win, maybe they won't. Either way, we got to gamble on them being here. And then we'll also gamble... anybody here going to actually have any resources to speak of? I mean, Japan still likes us. So we don't have to improve that. We won't improve anybody else for now. Let's watch this German war, see what happens. It does look like they're losing, though, doesn't it? But I've seen them come back pretty significantly from pretty rough circumstances. All right, the Mexican fascists have been defeated. That outcome looked probable. The Reich are, slowly eroding, it looks like. We should talk to Italy. Well, no, they still like us at 100%, so... How's this? We're at 76% of the things promised from the... Oh, that said, though, they actually are done. So this is a bug, I think, but... We're about to get 100% on any of these, so maybe it won't be a bug. Yeah, no, okay, no, that Lend-Lease is done. Is it still showing? No. All right, so Italy started to degrade, so let's improve that. And we want to keep these three in our corner for as long as it's useful to keep them in our corner. Which means as long as they'll give us stuff and be our fascist sugar daddies. All right. Because, we need Jeeps and shit. Because we barely produce anything in this country. How's our construction going? All right, we're going okay. How's our national idea going? We're on Armament 3, which will give us another factory. But, that's nothing. We need so many more factories. Armament 2 is done. So we'll go right to Armament 3. And that Armament 3 factory went straight to producing our own motorized. So we're finally producing trucks in Argentina. The Germans have declared war on Lithuania, which is an interesting decision. They've just opened up yet another front. The Anglo-Italian Alliance. Wow. Okay, so have they gone fascist in Britain? Please say yes. They have. Okay, guess who our new sugar daddy is now a God save the Queen. It's Oswald Mosley. We got to improve our reputation with the English fascists so they can give us shit. Yeah, hand it over. Whatever you want, Oswald. That's whatever you want, Oswald. All right, let's do some resource extraction because we do have some native resources, and if we can exploit them a little more efficiently, that would be good. All right, so Chile looks like they're going to be a hard nut to crack, and they never seem easy for what it's worth. Looking at relationships now. We're improving the British. We could improve Hungary. Are Hungary at war with anyone? I don't think so. Let's improve them as well. Okay. So when is the Chilean War going to be justified? 18th of August, 1939. So about 4 months. Not much to do, except watch other wars. The Republicans still have not wrapped shit up. The Germans are done for. The Comintern is the new power in Europe. I don't know what those little events do, because you know I'm improving it, so I don't know. They just indicate the status, I guess, of the thing. Okay, collectivist ethos has finally expired. So what you typically see when this sort of thing happens to Germany is there'll be a new German country, and it will be either Democratic or Republican. The Czechs are Democratic, the French are communists, and obviously the Russians are communists. Got a new science. Not there yet. We can do this. Make our factories better. We're still way down on all equipment, obviously. We're not producing most of the things we need to produce. We're still doing armament 3, which is good. So we'll get another military factory out of that. Remember, August is our C day, our chili day. What about our recruitables? What are they looking like? We can recruit these guys because they're waiting on equipment that we're not producing. So there's no point in not doing it, as it were. There we go. So we got a kind of a paper division here, or paper army. These guys are also waiting on stuff we don't have, but they can't be recruited yet. Berlin is fallen. Berlin has fallen. Those Nazis have been waffle stomped by the commies. How's our sugar daddy situation going? All right, so we should reinforce with Japan. Pause the game. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's up, Japan? Hello, Mr. Hirohito. Is there anything I can do for you? The British. I'm hoping the British will be able to give us a lot of stuff. I've never seen them go fascist. So I'm excited and mildly aroused. So we're going to do Construction 3 next. Once we complete Construction 3, then we'll queue up a whole bunch more things to construct. Because we'll finally have all the slots kind of open, as it were. Wide slots. Look at Germany just get totaled. The Poles, all right, they started a war with Lithuania inexplicably. That's it. The Treaty of Munich. Poland took 8 states from Germany. Wow. And Senku Senpai says, if you want a country to become moral and put together, drop a few nukes on them. Oh yeah, I'm sure that works real well. Yeah. You know what strikes me as the height of morality? Octopus porn. Socialist Republic of Germany was puppeted, and the Republic of Austria was puppeted. So let's see what that means. Austria Republic. It is democratic currently. Could go any way, really. And the Socialist Republic of Germany is socialist. It could go any way as well. So they're all in the Comintern by force, right? Yeah. The Comintern is like this band across Europe. The Allies are actually fascist. As well, the Allies are fascist. Mitsumori is democratic. Or, well, not aligned, as it were. And how is the India-Pakistan war going? There's no factions there. It looks like Pakistan is getting the better of them, which surprises me. I thought Pakistan would come out on top. Comparatively to the rest of the world. I don't know. Octopus porn. You know, awkward. Also, well, let me not be a critic of another culture for fun for once. And let me just, you know, democratically say, I'm not so sure about your idea that nukes equals morality. But I know there's a lot of people who agree with you. Fortunately for us, they don't generally have nukes in their possession. Or the ability to launch nuclear weapons or dirty bombs or whatever. Fortunately, people who agree with you are generally not nuclear powers themselves. Right. So the Germans hate me now, in case you didn't notice. And the Czechs have declared war on Hungary, so there goes the possibility of them being sugar daddies. Because they're just going to fall because... Oh, it's kicking off. Hungary just joined the Allies, which means now there is a giant war on between the fascist allies. So let's check it out here. The German-Hungarian War. Hungary, Britain, British melee in Italy, right? Versus the Comintern. So let's have a look at that real quick. Yeah, so these guys are fucked. Well, we'll see what happens. It could go either way. I have a feeling the Allies are fucked. Unfortunately, the Allies are the people we're trying to suck the teats of. And that may or may not be possible. We've got about a month until the Chilean war is justified. We don't really have any new stuff or anything. We're going to beg for it. We have caught up mostly on infantry equipment. We're nowhere near there on motorized or support equipment. Do have some excess population. So why don't we try training some horses? Let me put a extra horse there. I don't know if it matters that it's split up like this, but I'm going to do it a little bit neater. Because I have an inclination that that's meaningful, but I don't really know. And we won't put any support in with it, or arty, right? We're going to like train them really quick, right? We're going to train in, let's train them right here. And let's train, what do you think, like a whole army? That'll be a whole army of horsemen. I have 20 with horsemen. Now they'll need guns, but they'll get them. And we'll rush them out as soon as possible. We'll just push horses into the Chileans. Use the horses as shields, men. Push the horses in their way. It'll be interesting to see what happens in Europe. I think the Allies will lose. The fascist Allies. It's a shame they're using that name. The Fascist Alliance. The Falliance. We're almost ready to kick off our war. Where are we at on Construction 3? Still going. And on Construction herself. Alright, so we can now look at this again. Now, see, we'll be maxing everything there. We need to wait just one more turn. Or one more idea, as it were. And then we'll throw some military factories in there. Get that production in. Okay, we're almost ready here for this war to start, right? Isn't it like next month? Or like next week? Oh, 18th of August, yeah. So, 11 days. $11 4 days. How are the horsemen doing? All right, justification complete. Pause the game. Immediately declare war. Now, one of the things that happens in the war with Chile that would not happen in the war with Uruguay is the Chileans have a navy. So I'm gonna go here and I'm going to add an admiral. And I'm going to tell these guys to convoy escort. Here. And here? That'll be hard for them to do apparently, but it's all I got. Maybe it'll make a small difference. Then I'm going to go talk to my sugar daddies. I'm going to say, Dear Oswald, do you like me? Y or N circle. And I'm going to ask him for everything he can give me. He won't give me arty. He won't give me support. He won't give me motorized. He won't give me any air. He will give me infantry equipment, so I'll take that. And then Hungary, who are in all likelihood in serious trouble. Give me arty? Yes. Support? Yes. Anti-air? No. And guns? Yes. All right, so I'll take all those from you, but probably not going to get too many from Miklos Horthy, which is an unfortunate name. Italy, who are also fighting in Europe right now as part of against the Comintern. Excuse me. Will you give me trucks? They will. Will you give me arty? You will. Support equipment? You will. Anti-air? Oh, yes, Daddy. And infantry equipment. Thank you. That's disturbing even me at this point, but you got to stick with a joke. Otherwise, it doesn't work. And Lend-Lease from the Japanese. Will you give me support? You will not. Will you give me trucks? You will. Will you give me anti-air? No. Arty? Yes, you will. And guns? No. All right. So, you know, I'll take what I can get, though. All right, so all my sugar daddies are going to give me stuff, so that's good. We got our Navy on escort duty. We want to make sure that our planes are in the air here, and they are. Though these are two different geographical regions. So I'm going to try to do something I don't normally do here, which is I'm going to split this air wing. And this one I'm going to have go up here. Air wings don't have coverage, but yeah, I'm telling you to do it though. See, this is kind of broken. Like, stop. Okay. Now do here. Why not? What if I send you to associate? No, that's not mine. What if I send you here? And you're already fighting over South America. So Italy's going to give us trucks and guns and support equipment and rifles. A ton of rifles. That's good. Japan's going to give us arty and trucks, I think. Hungary is going to give us a little bit of everything, including some big old guns. And we're going to get some rifles from Oswald Mosley. Thank you, sugar daddies. So here, I want you to do air superiority here. I can't do it. I can do it here, though, I guess. So, all right. And then you've already got what planes you got. So that's the other thing we need to look at. Do we have any more slots? We got a few more. So let's see. Did we finish construction? No, we need to wait just a second for that. And how are the horses? No. And we could kick out some more motorized, but they don't actually have vehicles yet, so it's not worthwhile. We're going to start the general foot attack as well. General foot attack. Do it. All right, excavation 1 is complete. So that should increase our local resource production a little bit. And then we'll also do efficiency, so we'll produce more of the things that we're producing. And now is getting near time where we might go up a recruitment. I don't know if it'll make a difference though. Construction effort 3 is complete. Senku Senpai quotes the famous Sigismund, I am the king of Rome and above grammar. I am familiar with that quote, probably only through Medieval 2. So it might be fake, just saying. All right, why would they go and just fake something? All right, so this is where I kind of like, what am I going to do? Kind of go down the army tree, I think. The war has kicked off. We'll kick off the motorized there. We were looking at this because we need military factories and refining. So let's put a refinery down here. And a refinery in Uruguay. And then let's put off another military factory, 2, 3, 4 more military factories, and we'll just top off with a fuel silo. And maybe that's a good idea, maybe it's not. And we'll do all of them after these transpo improvements. And let's watch for a little bit. Italy, Yugoslavia. Okay, you're unnecessarily involving other parties in the European war, and you're already probably in trouble. So we might get some of the stuff we asked for, but we might lose some of the stuff we've asked for because I don't know what this means. Because some of our convoys might get picked off by the Chileans. We didn't build any navy up till now, so it's tough to say. All right, we got 150. I want to spend it wisely. What do you think? This guy gives you land doctrine and stuff. You know what I want to do, though? I want to do the guy that makes researching infantry equipment cheaper. I'll do that. Man. So I'm hoping to get a breakthrough here from the Second Army, which is actually just 3 jeeps. Like literally only 3 because they're not even fully supplied. I'm hoping they'll be able to get around the curve. It does not look like they've done so yet. How are we doing against the Chileans in the north? Not a lot happening. Just kind of sitting here doing nothing. Good. It's good. All right. So Japan wants us in. I don't want to get committed to foreign alliances. I just want sugar daddies, not sugar fathers. Okay. Looks like we're winning the only battle we're fighting right now. But then it's on and off, though, it seems. My understanding of this part of the game is pretty limited now because, like, I don't know. We're researching a doctrine tech. Let's go ahead and get this research tech in real quick. It's a little bit ahead time, but I think it's worth it. Okay, we might win this right down here. We might cut him off. Oh, we got a doctrine. Okay, good. We'll get a big discount here, elastic defense, and we can spend too, so that's worth it. That's half as much time. We got a drinking problem apparently. We're almost out of fuel. Okay, so we're losing in the water. Oh no, we're winning. Oh my god. But our stability has dropped so low that Uruguay wants to revolt now. That's not good. We did win this first fight here. So hopefully the our mobile divisions will be able to sweep up the tip here. We're going to touch the tip to our tip, but we're losing in the center here. That's not good. And we seem to have left ourselves a power vacuum, which seems really dumb now, but it was automated, so I'm not sure how that's my fault. We've trapped these guys down at the end, though. In the tip touching. We've touched their tips. Alright. So we're through down there. We'll bring this mobile unit up. The British want us to join. Oh my god, no. And the Chileans haven't joined anybody, right? No, it doesn't look like it. Republican Spain has defeated Nationalist Spain. Wow, what an outcome. Alright, we've completed a doctrine focus. That's good. Let's go for equipment. And what did we recruit? We recruited a little horsey. So we're going to use the horsey to go up, and down again, and up, and down again like that. And this guy's going to support this as well. He's going to go right here. And him too. This is where the AI seems to be broken, and maybe it's just because I'm not doing it right, but there's nobody actively opposing any of these troops up north, but they're just sitting here. Why? Alright, and how are you doing? You're almost to where I need you to be. Okay, we've taken back the little segment we lost, which is good. We were hoping to get in here. Right, like that. And cut them off down there. See, look at this. They look unopposed here. But nobody is attacking in. They're just like fucking transferring in a straight line instead. I don't know what to do about that. Here's another horsey. Have him go right over there. Nay. Okay, we look to be doing pretty well. Though we are losing the air battle now. That might be because we split up the air wings. I don't know. We might have lost some planes. Let's check. No, they're flying over South America, which is yellow. We're not really producing any planes, so that's... We're just kind of gradually losing what we had. All right, we've taken a big chunk of the north now. King of the North, Horseman. Francisco Pellegrini is now the horseman. And let's tell him to go down here. We seem to be doing really well up in the north, which is positive. We're just gonna charge them in there themselves. This guy can go take that real quick. We've got these guys pocketed, so we should be able to finish them off. I don't know. This seems like it's going relatively well. I guess. I usually have harder time with the Chilean war than this. Let's put it that way. How are we doing on casualties? We've lost about twice as many men, but we are attacking, so... You know, 4-to-1 casualties on an attacking side would be good. In reality, I have no idea about in-game. Alright, so we really fucked them here now. There's 5 divisions just fucking around there. It's like, what are you doing? Take territory. Get in there, you know, shit. Get up in them guts. Horseman attack. Get up in them guts. Yeah, there we go. Good. Alright. These guys should all be moving. They are. Good. We're gonna take this mobile division here and try to get them into there. Like right up in the gut. Right up in the butthole. Alright, if you can attack people from multiple sides, it really seems to make a difference. Not everybody can take multiples at the same time. Yeah, concentrated industry 3, sure. Are we building stuff? We are. We got some new stuff to fix too. Chile do seem to be folding pretty quickly here, so maybe I've managed to get it right this time. Our stability is kind of low, but we're gonna take that that bonus item soon. And we're repositioning, but we're not making smart decisions. They're just moving troops around in a straight line. The AI is just dumb that way. We're not taking advantage of gaps that we're creating. Let me pop over and get a aviation effort. And we got a new horse, so put him over there. And we got another no? Okay. Let's get all these horses in here. And this too, let's push them in like that. And these two that are here, let's try to cut them off, try to get them on both sides at the same time, if you know what I'm saying. Right in the horse flesh. We're pushing it underneath them. We got a new horse. We're pumping out horse divisions now. It's time to take a look at our lend-leases. How are they going? The British Empire have transported 1.5% of promise to us. The Hungarians, no legal transport path. So in my experience, that means it's never going to happen and you might as well just fucking cancel it. So that's what I'm going to do. Clear all. They probably don't have any way to get troops to us. Or weapons and stuff to us. Italy. Okay, we have insufficient convoys. But they're 1% or so. And Japan, they have given us everything they're going to give us. So let's see if they'll give us more. Clear all, and then will you give us support equipment? You won't. Will you give us motorized? You will. Will you give us towed anti-air? You will not. Will you give us infantry weapons? You will not. Send that. So all our convoys appear to have grabbed Japanese stuff and nothing else. So I guess that's our fault, not theirs. We've been building all the convoys we can build for as long as we can build them. Okay, we've really got them now. We're about to close in on them. They haven't surrendered despite losing 4/5 of their fucking country, which is just inexplicable to me, but... Alright, we have enough, so let's take improved worker conditions. We need to raise stability so we don't have a revolt. Looks like it's going to happen, though. All right, let's have these horses go in here. They had time to rest up, so they should have no problems. What? These guys gave up, so if you don't give them like a continual order, they'll fight until they're tired and just stop. Ah, so the Chinese are joining the Comintern, which means the Japanese are going to fall in with the Allies, maybe? Gonna get them horses en route, or they won't participate. Look at this. They have not surrendered. It's just stupid at this point. Just give up. Your mother never loved you anyways, Chile. Hey, we won! We get a bunch of free stuff. It's good enough for us. I mean, we're still using infantry equipment like 0 or whatever, so infantry equipment 1 would be an upgrade. Great news. Take all states. End turn. Done. Treaty of Santiago. We got a bunch of equipment from them. Alrighty. So we've been pumping out horses. So now we need to think about the Bolivian War. The Bolivian War is going to go down like this. Front line. Offensive line, rather. That. And we're gonna this guy, the horse corps, as it were, it's gonna go here, and it's gonna go spearhead this way, like that. No. Oh god, it's gonna go like that. And the mobile infantry score, the mobile infantry made a man out of me, is gonna go from here. It's gonna go spearhead this way, like that. That will definitely be enough to kill him if we do. All right, so that war's over. We won it. We lost some men, but not too many. And we're just kind of working on repairing and stuff now. We need to raise our stability, so people don't hate us. We're gonna lie about peace to raise our stability even higher. We're just gonna wait it out. Our manpower is pretty low, so the next thing we should do with political power is up our recruitable population as soon as possible, I think. Work on the Bolivian War. Let's check the status of Europe. All right. Okay, so it looks like the Comintern is winning. You can see they've taken most of Italy here. Hungary is completely gone. Minzi Morzi is involved in that war now too, it looks like. Let's see. The German-Malaysian War is the Allies. Oh, this is real weird. This is real weird. The Allies, the fascist Allies, plus Japan and its puppets, plus Siam, are at war with the Comintern. That's war number 1. War number 2, the Comintern is at war with just Japan and its allies. Don't know why that's a separate war, but it is. I'm not sure I understand how the game makes that work. Then the Pakistan-Indian War is... Pakistan has a slight advantage. Lots of deaths on both sides. Not much gained. So Europe is largely in the hands of the Comintern. But it could go either way. Hungary is gone. Republican Spain has not joined, but it would be a logical addition to the Comintern. Italy looks like they're in serious trouble. The Comintern's pushing down the leg of Italy. Let's look at ideologies. Here we go. Who could potentially join the Comintern? Nobody. But Africa is not anywhere close to falling to the Comintern, but the French are being beaten here. Presumably we'll start to see some additional stuff there. Belgium's not in it. So remains to be seen what will happen with Belgium and the Netherlands. But since Germany is in the Comintern, I think that it will likely be nothing. They'll just sit there. Norway, Sweden, the same. Any more fascists about? Ceylon. Japan is now pushing on the east side of the Comintern. They're at war with like everybody over here, so they're probably doomed. Siam and Japan will probably take this, but they'll lose it right away. The Aussies aren't in the alliance. Neither are the South Africans. Nor are New Zealand or Canada. They're not in the allies. So the Western Hemisphere is quiet. Which is to say the Americas, except for me. And the fascist allies are fighting the Comintern. So Oswald Mosley looks like he'll still be our only sugar daddy. Mitzi Morsey is not at war with anybody. That's interesting. All right. I take a brief break. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.